This is all wrong. The Aussie share trader is an idiot. He didn't even finish school, and he rarely showers. Yet I went to him for hope and big cash rewards. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my money with your empty words. You told me to buy Galaxy resources. I put in all my money. I put in all my hope. Yet all it did was go down. I lost 25% of my cash. It really hurts, and all you can talk about is Richmond and fairy tales of an eternal dynasty. How dare you?
Yo, what's up YouTube? Hey, I'm back to do another ASX Trading Ideas, this time for November 2019. Now the weather has turned just unbelievably shitty here in Perth in the last couple of days. It's freezing cold again. It was like so warm on Sunday I had to put the aircon on, and now today I haven't got the heater on, but I will. It's so cold, unbelievable. Anyway, we battle on. Nearly November, so summer's nearly here, and I'll be whinging about the heat soon enough. So anyway, first, before we have a look at the stocks for November, we'll look back at the ones from October, and it was quite the mixed bag. Okay, so the first one last month was AYS, which was amazing, and that did amazing. It did really well for the month. Went from 29 cents this time last month to close at 39 cents today, which is a gain of 34.48%. As you can see, it had some pretty decent days. The 22nd was a big day, but it's just pretty much a nice gradual rise over the month. Interesting little stock. I'm actually still holding them. I would have normally sold them, but I just think there's a bit more in these ones. So, hey, we'll wait and see. I'm still hanging in there with these ones. So, Amason did okay. Now, as you will see with this second stock, Greta wasn't happy. She complained profusely about Galaxy resources. Now, I must apologise for this one. The first one was good. The second one not so good. Galaxy down 16.52% for the month. It was always a risky one because if it's not the number one short sold stock on the ASX, it's in the top 3. It's always up there. The short sellers love it, and it was still their plaything for most of the month. It was $1.12 this time last month, closed today at 93.5 cents, so down 16.52%, and it actually was down a lot further, as you'll see. I think it went down to about 82.5. So, yeah, if you're still holding, there was some pain. A little bit less right now, and yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I hold these up to 3 months, so yeah, I'm still maybe not confident, but hopeful that I can get a gain out of the Galaxy resources over the next couple of months. We'll have to wait and see, but so far, not good. And the last one I actually spoke about last month was, what were they called? Gowning? No, how do you say it? GOW, anyway, was the code, GOW. Yeah, not a tradable stock. I don't know why I even mentioned them. There was another one I should have mentioned, which I didn't, which actually had a good month. Well, it was tradable at least. Yeah, this one wasn't. Perhaps for a long-term invest, GOW might be an opportunity. It was 228 last month, 226 today, so it's down 0.88 of 1%, but really the volume just wasn't there. So, yeah, apologies for that one. Not really a tradable stock. Anyway, that was last month, my first month back for a while. So, yeah, one up, one down, one really didn't move. Let's hope this month is better, and I'm feeling a bit more confident this month. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay, the first one is NEC, which is, I don't even know what it's called, Nine Corporation, I think is what it's called. This particular company has had many guises over the years. Kerry Packer's old Consolidated Press, I think they were called, Publishing Broadcasting, or anyway, it's had a lot of guises. The whole media industry has changed a lot over the last few years. Nine, it merged with Fairfax last year. Recently took over Macquarie Group. So there really has been a real concentration of these media assets in Australia, as they've lost a lot of value. Entirely different businesses to the pre-internet era, and Facebook and those sort of places that have taken a lot of the advertising dollars away. So they've been, obviously, looking at that chart over the last 10 years, they haven't been a great stock. Well, actually, that's that's about 5 years, sorry, it only goes back 5 years, only back to 2014. So up to 2017, all they did was go down. And you can see they're late 2016 anyway. I think they were about a 50-cent stock. Whereas the last 3 years or so, they've been a lot better. The share price, it peaked at around $2.60. However, at the moment, they're sitting at $1.84. I will disclose that I do own these. I bought some a couple of weeks ago at about $1.75, $1.76 I was in. So I'm hoping to ride these up. We'll see how we go. They do move a bit. They're definitely tradable, but it's not a short-term trade as in a few days. I think a month or two. I'm hoping to get 15 to 20% on these ones. We'll see how we go. NEC, anyway, check them out. Do your own research. But I'm liking them at the moment. Now, the second one is MOC, which is Mortgage Choice. These, as you probably know, I was a mortgage broker for a long time, and I still keep in touch with the industry, and regulation and those sorts of things still interest me. So, Mortgage Choice, when things before the most recent election. When Labor was talking about really decimating the broking industry, these went down to unbelievably cheap prices. But people were worried because if the trailing commissions went for brokers, the businesses would be worth a lot less. So Mortgage Choice suffered. When the Liberal government won the election, the price did rebound somewhat. And now there's a lot of talk coming out of Canberra, Morrison and Frydenberg. They've really softened their approach. The Banking Royal Commission is well and truly behind us. A lot of the recommendations that Mr. Hayne put out have pretty much been ignored, thankfully, by the government. And it looks like mortgage broking is well and truly making a recovery. Now, as you can see, the last, what do we say? Well, pretty much since the election, I think that would be. They've done pretty well I think they were around 60-odd cents, maybe 6-7 months ago to $1.42.5 today. Now, I don't own these ones yet. I've been meaning to, and the price has sort of shot away from me. So I'm going to remain patient with these for a little while at least, and hopefully get them back into the $1.20s. If they get back down there, I'll definitely be buying some Mortgage Choice. I think that'll be a nice little trade for a few months. So anyway, check them out yourself. Mortgage Choice, currently $1.42.5. Now the third one, I'm going to go a little bit more specky, and that is JAT, J-A-T, JAT Energy. Now this little business, you'd have to go back a fair way. I don't even know why it's called JAT Energy. It was probably an energy stock at one point in its life. But it seems to have had many guises over the years. You're almost not exactly sure, what it's going to do from one year to the next. It can't quite decide. But currently, it describes itself as a China-Australia cross-border specialist of fast-moving consumer goods. So, it's trying to get into that Chinese market. Look, I'm a big believer in China, and I think we've got many decades ahead of opportunity there. So a company having a crack at that market, I'm willing to have a little play with. They're currently 4.9 cents. They've actually started making a bit of money. They've been cash flow positive the last 2 quarters now. $17 million in turnover 2 quarters back, and down to $12 million last quarter. So I guess that's a little bit of a concern. That's a big drop off in revenue, but they still remain cash flow positive through that time. So that's not too bad. Now this particular stock is doing a 1 for 5 consolidation. I think it's as of the 27th of November. So you will see the price skyrocket on that particular day, but it's as I say, for every 5 stock you have, you will be getting 1. So those sorts of things can really put people off buying the stock. So that there may be opportunities if you want to get in before that time and go through the rigmarole of getting the stock changed over. There may be an opportunity there, or else you can wait until the 27th and just pick them up once they have consolidated. But I'm sort of thinking before that time of getting in, and there might be a gain there. But anyway, again, do your own research. A very interesting little company. They could be anything, this business, but obviously very risky. The risk reward I think is there at 4.9 cents. It actually went down to 4.5 earlier today. I'm not sure what was going on there, but anyway, 4.9 as we speak at the close today. So there we go, guys. That is 3 stocks: NEC at $1.84, MOC at $1.42.5, and JAT at 4.9 cents, which I guess correlates to about 24.5 when we look at it this time next month. Okay, have a good week, guys. I will be back tomorrow with the end of week video. So I'll see you then.